Episode 470, The Ultimate Gamble. The director looked at Alex with a slightly amused expression and asked, "Sir, are you really prepared for your ultimate gamble?" Alex didn't reply. He looked around at the other customers and pointed to the portly man who tried to help him. He said, "I choose him to spin the wheel." In order to prove that the casino wasn't cheating, the director allowed Alex and the other gamblers to inspect the new roulette wheel. Everyone agreed that there was nothing suspicious about it. After confirming that the crowd were satisfied, the director waved his hand. The man in white walked over to the roulette wheel to demonstrate how to spin it to the portly man and to supervise the game. As he reached forward, a black eagle tattoo with a protruding eye was exposed on his right arm. The eagle was extremely realistic and appeared to have a defiant look in its eyes. There was a hand attached to the eagle that seemed to symbolize the power of heaven and earth. Even Alex was taken aback by the tattoo. The man in white looked around at the gamblers in the casino. His eyes were small and sharp, as if he really was an eagle and the people were his prey. "Wait a minute." The director looked at Alex and said, "Sir, how many chips are you going to bet this time? Was $5 million all you had?" There was a glimmer of scorn in his eyes. Alex smiled. He didn't want to ask Rufus again or rely on his family. He quickly sent a message to Celeste, who was still at the Moon Palace. Within 20 seconds, she had given him access to a bank account with over $600 million in it. It was all the money the Moon Palace owned. "Please don't use all the money. Please leave at least $200 million in the account, will you?" Alex reassured her and laughed a little to himself. Did she really think that he would spend $400 million in one day? "I'm ready," Alex told the director. "How much do you suggest I bet? I have plenty of money." "Excellent!" exclaimed the director as he thumped the table in his excitement. "Now we're gambling. If you dare to bet $15 million, I will honor your bet. Do you accept?" "Well, if you suggest $15 million, then I agree." Alex waved his hand nonchalantly. He swiped a bank card on their machine, and a receipt was printed with a huge sum of money on it. The crowd gasped. The young man clearly didn't even need to make an appointment at the bank to request the money. They had given him access to the $15 million instantly, which demonstrated that he must be a highly respected client of the bank who regularly dealt with large sums of money. Everyone was surprised. It was rare to meet such a young billionaire. They hadn't expected to meet such a person at the casino that day. Several women who had not taken much notice of Alex initially now admired his handsome new face and attractive eyes. The director was surprised. He was confident that he already knew everyone from the wealthy families in Atlantic City, but he had never met this young man before. However, he stopped thinking about it. He was keen to get on with the game and save the reputation of the business. He was worried that if he didn't prove the integrity of the casino, other gamblers would also start to suspect them of cheating. "Let's get on with it. The stake is $15 million. You don't need to worry about buying chips. You can just swipe your bank card," he announced. He passed Alex's bank card to the cashier, who swiped it in the machine. The truth was that even $15 million was a small amount to him. He really wanted to suggest 10 times that amount, but he didn't want to scare the youth away. He could always increase the bid as they went. Alex was smiling as he retrieved his bank card. He said, "Let's start." The atmosphere in the casino was very tense, with every single client now watching Alex. With a starting bet of $15 million, it was highly possible that the young man could lose $1 billion by the end of the night. Everyone was excited and craned their necks to watch Alex. Place your bet, the director said to Alex. There was amusement in his eyes, and he put one hand on Alex's shoulder. The gesture was supposed to be intimidating. Get your hands off me, Alex said slowly. I bet 15 million on black. Then he threw the receipt for $15 million onto the table. The man in white was becoming impatient, and he urged the portly man to spin the roulette wheel. The man stepped forward and spun the roulette wheel. His technique was extremely professional, and everyone was slightly surprised. The man in white was still glaring at Alex. His intention was to destroy his confidence. The wheel spun. The director continued to smile as he chewed the end of his cigar. He pretended that he was relaxed about the result, but in reality, he was a little anxious. Slowly, the wheel came to a stop. It's black! Someone screamed. They couldn't control their excitement. Everyone in the casino started shouting and yelling, and then suddenly it was silent. The director and security guards had made them all be quiet. I won, Alex was grinning. With that one game, he had reversed his bad luck from the previous 10 rounds. Many guests couldn't hide their excitement. They were so pleased for Alex. He had lost so many games in a row, but now he had won a huge amount back. They felt that it was the fairest outcome. The man in white looked angry. He didn't say anything but just glared at Alex aggressively. But the director was still smiling, as if he had won. He laughed and challenged Alex. Okay, but can you win 3 games in a row? The cashier had paid Alex his winnings in front of everyone. They all waited to see what he would do. Alex smiled and said, Yes, I'll accept your challenge. I believe that I will win 3 games in a row. This time I'll bet 30 million, he announced, on red. The portly man stepped forward and spun the roulette wheel again. Everyone watched it spin. The man in white looked at Alex with a hint of amusement in his eyes. He appeared confident that this time the casino would win. Everyone in the room was pressing forward, waiting to see where the wheel would stop. A young girl screamed, It's red! The crowd exploded in excitement. A lot of the security team even rushed into the casino to see what was going on. Most of the guests had wanted Alex to win. It made for a great underdog story. Alex took the $60 million from the cashier and said, Yes, it seems that I've won again. Thank you.